We've got dueling basketball games on a Saturday night in the city of Chicago. The Bulls hosting the Memphis Grizzlies at the United Center, and northwest of Chicago at Now Arena in Hoffman Estates, it's the Windy City Bulls hosting the Long Island Nets for the second night in a row. You see the starting lineups on your screen. Julian Phillips has been recalled by the Chicago Bulls, so he's not with the team tonight. We do have Adama Sanobo, Henry Drell, and Onuralp Bitim'in. The two-way players are all in the starting lineup. Jalen Harris gets to start at shooting guard along with Quentin Jackson. And the guys who did most of the damage for the Long Island Nets, well, it's number 22. That, of course, is Jalen Wilson, the former Kansas star. He had 28 points last night. Keon Johnson will come off the bench. He had 27 in the game as Henry Drell gets the first bucket for the Windy City Bulls. As we mentioned, Jalen Harris, number 2, getting a start. He missed a couple of games last week, but he's back in there. He had 9 points off the bench yesterday's game. Bitim'in driving into the paint. His shot is short. Harris able to keep it alive, trying to beat the shot clock, and the rebound goes to Clowney.
Seeing the early approach for Windy City, trying to attack the basket, trying to establish something inside against this Long Island defense.
Sanogo with the ball way out high. Bitim'in trying to drop it back to Sanogo, and he finishes with the left hand. Good work, two-man game there. Onuralp Bitim'in, the long jump shot is good.
Onuralp Bitim'in from downtown. The Bulls have been trying to find a long distance connection. He's been on fire as of late.
And then they fall asleep on defense, and Jalen Wilson gets an uncontested layup. A number of players looking at each other like, wait, what happened there?
And that's going to hurt Windy City in terms of their scoring production. They like to go with the smaller sets in the backcourt, which gives them a lot of speed over most opponents.
And that moved Quentin Jackson into the starting lineup. Normally, he's been the super sub, at least for the last several games. Bitim'in from way outside is short. James, how about that tip in?
Lacey James, the cleanup man. It doesn't matter if he gets it easy with a two-hand slam or he does it the hard way with a nice tap over the top of 2 men.
Final 25 seconds in quarter number 1. The visitors with the 2-point lead.
Bitim'in setting up for the high screen and roll. This is the Bulls' end of quarter play.
He goes the other way instead, right at Clowney. Oh, bad luck as the ball rolls off the iron. Chandler going cross court to Keon Johnson. Makes the fake and goes baseline, hanging in the air. Clowney once, twice on the tip, and here come the Bulls. They got a 3-on-2 break the other way. Bitim'in going to the 3-point spot, and he hits it.
That's all created by Lacey James. He got a block on the other end, and then when he couldn't secure the board, he slapped it out of traffic, leading the Windy City to get the 2-point advantage.
And that's the modern game. Bitim'in running to the 3-point line instead of trying to fill a lane for a layup. Talking to the officials, wants to make sure that he gets the call on his end as well. Wilson leaves 2 points at the line.
Yeah, Long Island leaving points at the line even after the technical.
Oh, look at that high-flying jam by Quentin Jackson. We saw that in the NBA preseason when he's in training camp with the Chicago Bulls, and he brings the house down with those dunks.
Oh, Quentin Jackson, he's got the Bulls off to the races. Watch him zig and zag through traffic, and he's going to throw it down with the one-hand hammer.
We're back with more high-flying action.
I mean, he was zigging and zagging through defense, and here he is just off to the races. Says, I'm going to get past 2, 3 Nets defenders and throw it down with some authority as the Bulls extend their lead to 10.
Harris to Bitim'in from long range. Swish again. That's the 3rd one he's made today.
Long Island went to a 2-3 zone on that trip, Mark, and that's the way to pull him out of it, shoot him out of it with a 3 from Bitim'in.
Onuralp Bitim'in, 3 for 4 from long distance.
23-year-old NBA G League rookie out of UNLV. Also spent some time at Lamar down in Texas.
Bitim'in going away from the screen by Sanogo. They go all the way to the opposite corner. Bitim'in for 3 is short. Roberts with the rebound.
Bit of a rush shot there. Still time to move the ball around if you're Windy City, but final 100 seconds of the half now.
Sanogo way out high on the switch. They find an open shooter from the corner. It's long look. You're kind of pushed off Drell to get that rebound, but no whistle.
2-1-2 full court press here.
The starting backcourt of Jackson and Harris, both with 15. First shot is missed. The tip try is no good, but we're going to get a foul against the Bulls.
That was Sanogo. The big man got a hand on that first shot. It'll be Harris on the foul, as you said, Mark. Actually, I think that should be the team. Bitim'in, who was down there with the 2-hand push.
Final 16 seconds. Quentin Jackson will hold it out, trying to get the last shot with the home team up by 7. Sanogo coming up to set the screen. Bitim coming off a screen as well. His long three is good. What a great finish to the first half of the Windy City Bulls. Jordan Hall will try to get one more shot up, but Henry Drell knocks it away. Onuralp Bitim has done a great job in his first half, and we're going to get a chance to visit with him. Chris Rouse did a sit-down interview with Bitim before the game, and we'll bring that to you in a little bit as we see him ending the first half with a three-point shot, putting the home team in front by 10. We'll have that interview and a whole lot more in our halftime programming. Stay with us. Quentin Jackson running the point again for the Windy City Bulls. There's our halftime guest, Onuralp Bitim. Get a foul as he's guarded a little bit too closely by Kyler Edwards. Windy City will inbound the ball right from our broadcast position right in front of us.
It's also worth mentioning Onuralp playing with that face mask. I mean, taking a few hits to the face even with that mask. So far, so good as he gets hit on the arm. Threw himself down to get the charge.
Yeah, Adama just did that for dramatic effect. He barely felt it. It's like a gnat just flicking it off his shoulder.
I'm looking at Henry Drell. He's still checking that right elbow.
Bitim from 15 feet comes up short. The rebound goes to Edwards. Nets looking to push like they did in the opening quarter. Wilson with the elbow into Bitim, and he's going to get the bucket and a foul.
And that's unfortunate for Bitim because I thought Wilson, like you mentioned, Mark, threw that initial elbow, which should have been an offensive foul. We'll get a look at it here. Right there, he threw the elbow to swipe the arm away, and Bitim's going to get the foul because he swiped down in reaction to the push-off from Wilson.
Bulls up by 8. Onuralp Bitim from three-point range. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
He's becoming more confident shooting the three as of late. You just want to see more consistency from Onuralp out from beyond the arc as of late.
I think it was that interview with you that brought us some good luck tonight.
He said, hey, you got to be able to shoot if you want to make it in the NBA, and tried to play some defense, but he picks up a foul here. There's Henry Drell, actually, for Windy City.
Another miss from the free throw line for the Long Island Nets. They are really hurting themselves with all those 2-for-1 shot possibilities.
That's 12 points at the line. That's 6 missed free throws from Long Island.
Nice dump feed inside to Sanogo. Ball knocked away. He gets the rhythm bounce and lays it in.
Yeah, only the second field goal of the game for Sanogo. Good job to recompose himself after dropping the entry pass and laid it in off the glass.
Chandler with the bounce feed inside to Clowney. He's going to lay it in and draw a foul as well.
The only thing I thought Bitim did wrong there was he put the second hand on Clowney. He did a good job at first of stopping the roll to the basket with the left arm, but when he puts the right arm, that's got to be a foul every time. You cannot get away with a two-hand push on any offensive player.
Jalen Harris being pressured 94 feet by Kennedy Chandler. Almost gets him to turn it over. Sanogo stopped on his drive. Bitim for three is long. Sanogo chasing down the rebound. He's going to go right back at the rim. Got to wrestle for the loose ball. And they're going to call a foul on Sanogo.
You like to see that, guys who still think they could play, showing off their talents in the G League.
9 seconds on the shot clock. Quentin Jackson trying to get something going. Onuralp Bitim into the lane. Little scoop shot deflected. Lindsey misses on the foul. Keon Johnson skying for the rebound. It's going to go to the Nets. Give the rebound to Lacey James.
Tennessee quietly a hotbed in basketball as of late.
Bitim from way downtown. That was Steph Curry range. Spins out. No resistance as he went right down the middle of the lane.
He just took the ball off the rim, and that was a clean run right down Broadway, as you said.
Sanogo in the paint. He's able to convert.
You said we haven't seen much of the big fella in the second half. They tried to feed him in that third quarter. Long Island forced Windy City to go away from him. There's a good touch for Sanogo down low.
Johnson ahead of the pack, soars for a one-hand flush.
Second time today, Keon Johnson has assaulted that rim. The other one was end-to-end. This one didn't have to go so far.
And you can see coming out of that last timeout, the Bulls a little bit dispirited as they've seen the lead balloon on them over these last couple of minutes. Bitim from 14 feet hits the shot.
The shot from Bitim. He's played pretty well in this ball game. I'd like to see him be more consistent shooting the ball.
Great